Hi guys, good afternoon now. We did a session this morning on the primary school questions for animals, helping you during this awful lock-in, hoping giving you something to think about. But we're going to do something different. I'm going to introduce you to an animal, no questions, we're just going to talk about it and look at it and learn some facts about it. Now this, in my view, is one of the most beautiful birds we have in the UK. Yes, birds. It's a bird this time. The kingfisher's beautiful. Woodpeckers are beautiful. Magpies are beautiful. Peregrines and golden eagles are beautiful. But can you get anything more beautiful than that? Isn't that a stunning looking animal? Did you see then the white under the wings? Let's see if I can get her to do that when she's faced. She's going to try and fly off because she's not used to being in the conservatory. But she's very friendly. Can you see the white under those wings? Now some people, when they see these birds, they fly over the head and they think they're all white. They don't get close enough. Look at the colours on the back and the back of the head and the tail and the wings. You couldn't make those colours up. An artist would never dream of putting those colours together. And that, in my opinion, is why they are our most beautiful bird. But let's learn a little bit about them, shall we? The scientific name is Tyto alba. Not that you need to remember that at this stage. Their favourite food? Mice, field voles and shrews. And they can eat up to 4 of those in a night. They're nocturnal. It means they come out at night. Remember the questions earlier in the day, guys? They're predators because they catch animals to eat. So they're carnivores as well. We're getting all these words starting to fit together, and I hope you're remembering them and it's all coming together. So we have a nocturnal animal that's a predator and a carnivore. Good start. She can eat, as we say, 4 small mammals a night. Mammals. Mice, voles, shrews, mammals. Remember, warm-blooded, hare. Right, give birth to live young. So what does she do? She eats 4 birds, and then in the daytime, she decides to go and sit down and digest it. But she doesn't just digest it. Every few hours after digesting that food, she'll throw up what we call a pellet or a casting. And those are what they look like. What are they? They're the bits that this lovely bird can't digest. What I mean by that is they can't digest the bone. So there's bits of bone in there from the mouse or the vole, and there's bits of fur in there that they can't digest from the mouse and the vole. Now interestingly enough, and here's an interesting fact, most of these are found in one spot. And the reason for that is that they often do it from their favourite perch, where they perch and roost for the day, because they're nocturnal as well, remember, only come out at night. Not strictly true, but we'll talk about that later. So there's a heap of pellets on the floor. If you look up, you'll probably see a roosting point where the barn owl sits. Beautiful animal. Look at the shape of the face. It's like a heart. Can you come and show them his face? Can I turn you around? Never work with animals, hey guys? Especially when they're as intelligent as these. Look at that face. Come on, have a look. It's heart-shaped, okay? Heart-shaped. The reason for that is that they tend to hunt using their hearing. Their hearing is incredible. Their ears are on the side of the head, just like ours, but one is slightly higher than the other. You can't believe that, can you? One ear is slightly higher than the other. But what that does, guys, it channels the sound down to the ears and helps them locate the prey that much better. That means they can hunt in the dark because they're hunting by sound. Most owls with a round type face like this will hunt by sound. If they haven't got the owl type round face, but they're an owl, they'll probably hunt more by sight. And that's how it tends to work. Why would we see these out in the day? Well, the poor things at this time of year are feeding chicks. Lots of chicks. If she's eating 4 chicks or 4 mice a day, you can imagine what 4 chicks might want to eat as they grow and grow and grow. So they're working hard to keep the babies alive. But the babies are another problem. These are making a comeback in Britain, I'm glad to say, but they've still got problems. Rat poison, roads, open water troughs. They're still causing these guys problems, which is a shame, but I think everybody's working towards sorting these problems out, and slowly they are making a comeback. The problem with them having babies is that they lay the first egg, and unlike most birds that sit on the eggs when they've all been laid, the barn owl will start sitting the eggs the minute she's laid one. But she might not complete laying the other 4 or 5 for another 8 to 21 days. What that means is, if say she lays one egg and starts to hatch it, the next one won't hatch for maybe 4 or 5 days after, depending on how long after it was laid. And by the time you reach the poor egg number 4 or 5, it could even be 20 days younger than the first chick in the nest. That's quite often why all the chicks don't survive, because as they start to compete for food, the little chick doesn't stand a chance. The average clutch is about 4 eggs, can be 5, can be more, and quite often they'll have 2 rounds of eggs a year. Now, the unfortunate thing is, in the wild, the British Owl Trust have said that the average age is only 4. That's terrible, because in captivity they've been known to live a lot longer than that. But as they slow down, as they get old, in captivity there's no predators to catch them, so they always do better. They nest obviously in old buildings, but there's lots of people now putting up boxes, and that's helped a lot to establish the number of birds that we have. Look at the talons, big and sharp. I don't know if you can get a good lock on those, but have a look. They were also known as the ghost owl. The ghost owl. Do you know why? Horrible story. It's not true, by the way, but I'll tell you. People used to see them flying silently because of their feather structure. They fly very quietly. It means it helps them catch prey, but they'd fly in the churchyard over your head totally silently. So people call them the ghost owl. And the rumour had it, if one perched on your house, somebody in that house was going to die. It's not true, of course. They're not called the ghost owl anymore. They're called the barn owl. The other name they've got, the screech owl. If you've gone out at night and heard a screech or a scream, it's probably this. If it's twit-to-woo, it's the little tawny owl. Nothing to do with these guys. These guys don't twit-to-woo at all. So I hope that's helped you learn a little bit about this beautiful animal. It's all been done a little bit differently. No questions, just a few facts about a lovely, lovely little guy. Thanks for listening. Speak to you again tomorrow. Bye.